Hey everybody, we're going to try a little experiment today. We're going to take this beautiful AD22E with the Expression System 2 in it and run it through an electric guitar amp, something that at least a lot of people say would never work, that you can't play an acoustic guitar with an electric system in it through an electric guitar amp, because then it just sounds like an electric guitar. I think it sounds really good. It sounds very 70s to me. This sounds like the kind of guitar you would hear in the 70s. Just remember, acoustic guitar amps weren't even a thing until the late 80s. It's kind of got that tube amp buzz. I love it. Got just that touch of that harmonic distortion, but it just got more of a buzz to it. So we'll compare it a little bit with playing this guitar through an electric guitar amp, which will be the Supro Blues King 10 tube amp. And we'll compare that with playing it through an excellent little acoustic guitar amp, which is the Roland AC-60, an amp I've had for got to be close to 20 years. And we'll see what we think. Okay, this is the Expression System 2 through the Roland AC-60 amp. Some of the amp delay on it. Well, if you read a lot of the forums, they'll say, oh, you can't play an acoustic guitar with a pickup in it through an electric guitar amp because what you want is to sound just like an acoustic guitar. And that's kind of the holy grail of amplifying acoustic guitars with the pickup, is to make it sound just like an acoustic guitar you're playing in, by the fireplace in your living room or something. And if you think about it, that's a pretty elusive dream, and I don't think anything's come really even that close to that goal, that ideal sound. But a lot of them will say, well, you can't play your acoustic guitar, you shouldn't play your acoustic guitar through an electric guitar amp. But I was thinking about that a little bit. The first acoustic guitar amps that were designated as acoustic guitar amps didn't really come out until the late 80s. So a lot of the music I grew up with, when you would hear acoustic guitars played, particularly in live settings like Led Zeppelin and everything, they were probably playing through electric guitar amps, and I think it sounds great. Now, it doesn't sound it does sound kind of more classic rock, but I love classic rock, so that doesn't bother me. I happen to think you get a great sound playing an acoustic guitar through an electric guitar amp. It's a little different, and I guess you'd want to have, kind of a nice pickup, and all the obvious things that you might want to consider could play into how it ends up sounding. But I wouldn't rule out just playing an acoustic guitar through an electric guitar amp. I think, whenever I play this, I notice there's a kind of buzz when I play that always makes me feel a little bit. It feels kind of like more like a concert, sort of, like a acoustic stadium rock concert or something in the mid 70s. I think it sounds great. I feel like you get sustain out of the notes. If you add some delay, you get a really cool sound. Now it's not an electric guitar. It's not an acoustic guitar sound per se. But you know what? I don't know if it's an acoustic guitar sound when you plug this into a PA or an acoustic guitar amp. So, either way, you're not really getting just what's going to fool anybody as just a flat out non amplified acoustic guitar and all the beauty and the acoustical goodness of that. When you plug it in, you're losing some of that acoustic goodness right away. I would not rule out an electric guitar amp. I happen to think it sounds great.